You know.
Pretty much. Scoop, are you live? Are you good?
I am live.
Good. All right, and here with Brandon, Shane, Scoop, and myself, Robert. I have one question to do with this game, and then we'll move on. This is the least we'll talk about a game all year, probably. But first, Scoop has had a problem in relation to food that he said to me pre-show that I was like, can you actually say this on the podcast? Because it was genuinely hilarious. So go ahead, Scoop, before we start.
Okay, so I'm guessing y'all have heard of the company HelloFresh.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes.
Yeah.
So I had a meal from them that I was going to go and thaw out because I put it in the freezer, and so I went to thaw it out, and I started by putting it in the fridge before to let it, yada yada yada, and it was a lo mein. And anyone who's ever used HelloFresh, they know they put the little things in different compartments, isolate everything and all that, and then they put it in a big brown paper bag. And so I was going through all that and what they also do is for the items they put a list of all the recipes come in like a little file. And for some reason, when somebody was over helping me with something earlier today, my recipes are now missing in action. So I have all
his recipes are gone.
So I have all the components to make the freaking lo mein, but no idea as to what to put where and how and whatever. And everything that I can find online as to what to use doesn't add up with the amount of every ingredient that I have, nor the types of ingredients themselves, or both. So
wait, does HelloFresh have an app where you can see what the ingredients are? Or no.
So they have an app, but
idea.
I didn't purchase it.
That sucks.
It was adventurous.
Scoop messaged us earlier, and he's like, "Can we start early? Because I'm hungry." And I'm like,
"Yeah." So now I'm eating Fruit Loop.
So now Scoop is snacking during the show.
No, I'm not going to eat out.
That's weird.
That is bizarre. Someone was cleaning your apartment and just basically stole the recipes or something?
I can't prove that they stole them, but the people who were helping me earlier either put them somewhere that makes no sense, 86'd them, or God knows what else. Because it makes very little sense to me to take the recipes and not take the food.
Right, yeah, why would... Yeah. That's very weird.
That's pretty good.
Story of my life.
Do you guys have anything on that?
I'm guessing they just thought it was garbage and threw it out.
Yeah,
that's my guess. That's my guess. That's the only thing that not only is it possible, it's the only thing that I can come up with.
Yeah,
I don't know. I go worst case scenario in my brain. Like I'm like those pieces of shit. Like I literally like my brain will not let me allow. Like I don't know. I get that from my grandma.
That is what I thought at first, but then I'm thinking to myself, if you're going to take the recipes,
they would take the food. Yeah. Oh man.
HelloFresh, give this guy a recipe book, please.
That's all right. I got
Sponsor us. There you go. Give us free food.
Oh. And then I got my what do they call these? Is it Twisted Tea?
I hate Twisted Tea.
Did this just turn into product placement? Like to start the show?
No.
I mean, HelloFresh always does product placement deals, so maybe we can have a mukbang.
Yeah.
With HelloFresh food. I hate Twisted Tea. Is that like actual Twisted Tea? Are you having alcohol?
No. Oh, not Twisted. Loaded Tea. That's what it's called.
Oh, I was gonna say I've had alcohol before on a show. It didn't go well. Tea? Did I tell that story before?
Wait. Was it one that we did?
Yes, Brandon, you and myself specifically at our previous location. One of the first show we did together at the previous spot. I drank I accidentally drank alcohol without knowing it. It was really bad.
How do you accidentally drink alcohol on a show?
So my parents were out of town that weekend, and my dad's like, "There's apple cider in
Oh,
the
that's
fridge."
right.
Yeah, he's like, "There's apple cider in the garage," and he didn't specify that there was alcohol in it, so I had like 3 of them during our show.
Similar happened to me at my cousin's wedding.
Yes, we know the cousin
And
wedding story.
you're
Yeah.
just slowly like, whoa.
I was fine. I was fine until I realized, like, when he came back, he was like, those had alcohol in them, right? I'm like, no. He's like, yeah. I was like, God damn it.
You might want to have told
that
me
explains
that.
Oh my god. Yeah, I
To
do.
be fair, when I have apple cider now, it's always with alcohol, so I should have just connected the dots. But my stupid ass didn't see it literally says, like, on the bottom part of the container, like, alcohol volume, and I just completely didn't see it, which is bad on my part. Okay, so here's my question. Brandon is so confused as to what the hell. We're all out of sorts here. All right, so here's my one question. The one team that did not have a national TV game this year was the Tennessee Titans. Which team would you rather watch on national TV as of today, the Jets or the Titans?
Titans.
I'd say the Titans because I mean, at least, even though I wasn't a huge fan of him, at least they still have the Cam Ward factor.
Shane?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably. Because, at least their quarterback is somewhat interesting. He's not just a running back in a quarterback's body.
Oh my god!
I literally said to Scoop as this game was getting to halftime, because that's at the point where I started getting really tired and had to nap in the second half.
This is the only game where it's appropriate to nap in a second half because nothing happened.
We got to halftime, and not almost halftime. It's like a minute left in the second quarter, and Justin Fields was 4 of 7 for 23 yards. Do you know how bad you have to be? Like, how hard you have to try to suck that bad? Like, that's ridiculous. That's the only redeeming quality as to why the Titans are watchable. Like we're saying, is at least Cam Ward can throw the ball. Justin Fields can't. So, Jesus, man.
Anything else on this game? Does anyone have anything of value?
I got 2 things that are, kind of, I guess, half value, just to me personally. I took the Patriots in this game for last man standing pool, so this game was watchable to me for that reason. But for, what is this, the 9th week in a row, I forgot to do my
yeah, that's good.
No, man.
So,
I have a nominee for Game of the Week this week. What? Sorry,
What's
Shane?
that?
I think Shane's on a delay.
I said,
Slightly.
Is he?
hello?
We're all slightly delayed. I think
That's really weird.
very slightly.
Sorry,
Okay,
Shane.
yes,
Go ahead.
Someone please fill the dead air. Please go.
No, I was just asking what the Game of the Week nomination was.
Oh, okay. Yes. Here's the Game of the Week nomination. The entire late window deserves a nomination. This late window is incredible. Seahawks, Rams, Ravens, Browns, which we can kind of skip that. Niners, Cardinals, Chiefs, Broncos. Pretty good late window. Not bad.
What, is the SMF game just chopped over?
That's not late window. That's its
Oh, it's
own
not
thing.
considered late window? Oh, okay.
No.
Oh boy, well, yeah, that's 3 games pretty much in a row right there, where it's like you can flip back and forth and find something to like about those games. So like, yeah, I think that's the best late window of the season.
Yeah,
I'll say that.
easily. Last week was the worst. Last week was awful.
Yeah.
I would argue that even that I would argue that even that Raven Browns game, like division opponents with Cleveland's defense, and I know that they've kind of burned me a couple times for saying that. And then I think remind me, is Lamar back? I'm having a brain short.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He
Okay.
practiced today.
Okay.
Oh, there
so,
we go. I think we're on sync now. What the hell happened? All right.
Oh, I don't know. Pringles, what did you do?
It's Pringles' fault. Give it to Pringles.
But
Blame the damn cat.
But yeah, I mean, I would argue, like I was just saying, like I think that game could even have some watchability value, because both of those teams, we kind of have said at times, looked like they were playing below their talent level.
Yeah.
And again, the Ravens are one game back in that division, so that's
the other thing.
too there.
The Ravens
I'm
are like,
I'm kind of surprised that Lamar came back with that, like with them that much involved. I thought that they were going to be a lot more out of it by the time he finally came back.
Oh, absolutely. Shane, go ahead.
yeah, well, because I think that's what makes that game most interesting is the fact that the Ravens are kind of trying to, slowly climb back into their, where we thought they would be, which is division winners. So, I mean, most of us, myself included, kind of counted them out, but they're, they're showing a little bit of a second wind here, so we'll see.
Yeah.
To be fair, I'm still done with them because their defense is trash. So
I mean, it's in the grand
true.
scheme of things. I don't think they're very competitive in the AFC, but
yeah.
No, I just think for this one game, I think that they can be formidable.
Niners Cardinals, the only reason you watch it is to see how Brock Purdy reacts to that because he's back after the turf toe. That's probably the only thing there. The other game that deserves mention, obviously, is Bucks Bills, which is going to be fascinating on so many levels.
And also, Brock Purdy's. I'm pretty sure Brock Purdy is now. He's going to be up against Jacoby Brissett, right? Not
Brissett, but Murray's probably out for the year. So
I read an article yesterday that said that they think Kyler Murray is done in Arizona.
Oh, he's absolutely done in Arizona.
Yeah,
I
he
think
should
that's
be.
fair.
Yeah.
I would imagine.
I mean, this is a fun slate when you I mean, just look at it as a whole. Like, Packers Giants is fun because what version of the Packers is showing up, and then also what the hell are you getting from Jameis Winston? That could be a lot of fun.
By the way, Packers Giants, Tom Brady and KB are there this week. Apparently.
Oh Jesus! I mean, you
got Jameis Winston, 6 touchdowns, 7 picks.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is. And then I know you've got a lot of these guys. You've got division games. You've got Panthers Falcons, Bears Vikings, Bengals Steelers. Obviously, the NFC West plays each other. Chiefs Broncos. So like, Ravens Browns. Like this is basically division week / like there's something interesting in pretty much almost all these games. The only game that's really there's nothing to talk about in it is what? Texans Titans.
Yeah. And the
the
Madrid game is awful.
Yeah.
Which game's in Madrid?
Commanders Dolphins.
If you wake up for that game, I'm judging you.
He's going to. That's what he does.
I actually might do an all-nighter for that one. I think I'm doing stuff on Saturdays.
Robert, you're a psychopath. I think game of the week is pretty easy though. Like, to be biased.
It's Bucks. Well, I mean, okay. I know what you're gonna say. I know
Robert,
it's Seahawks.
shut up.
But I think
it's Seattle and Rams. Okay.
They're part of the late window. That's what I said.
Yeah, that's game of the week. Everybody knows it, including you. So don't get on your high horse of hating
I
the
mean,
Seahawks.
I am
All right.
excited for Bucks Bills, but I agree though. It's Rams Seahawks pretty easily.
Yeah, I mean Bucks Bills is good too, but it's
We're all
I don't
out
thi-
on the Bills though. That's the thing.
Well, that's what I'm saying is I don't think that game's going to be that good. I think it should have been good, but I don't think it will be.
I might switch my pick. I originally picked Bills for that, but the thing is, the Bucks are trending to being the healthiest they've been pretty much all season offensively. So I'm like,
Yeah.
oh,
The biggest thing with Seahawks
Yeah.
Rams is this really tells us who's the best team in that division. Maybe even the whole NFC at this point.
that's the thing. I was like, I think in recent weeks, many people have formed the opinion that they're the two best teams in the NFC, and at the moment, I would agree. I think they are, and so I think this is, in many ways, kind of a test of that. It's like, okay, who's going to come out on top? And I don't know. It should be interesting because, like, a lot of people are saying, "Oh, well, Rams are the home team," but it's like it's not a very strong home field advantage. And I mean, the Seahawks are, I think, God, what are they like? 16-1 or no, 12-1 on the road under Mike McDonald. So,
Which is insane considering what they are at home.
right. So I don't know. I mean, it kind of feels like a neutral site game in a way. But
Who's
it'll be good.
Who's excited for Cowboys Raiders on Monday Night Football?
don't.
I'll say it again. If this
Troy
game
Aikman,
were
that's who.
35, I'll say this
Yeah.
game. Say this again. If this game were 35 years ago when that series actually mattered, I'd enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like honestly, I don't understand why Seahawks Rams wasn't moved to Monday night or Thursday or Bucks Bills. I don't understand, or move one of them to Thursday, move one of them to Monday or something. The fact they're just
Cowboys.
random afternoon games is so stupid.
Yeah, that's pretty much the only reason is because it doesn't matter if the Cowboys are 3-10 or 10-3.
Okay, then what about Jets Patriots? Who cares?
Yeah, but people are gonna watch the Patriots because there's still some people that I guarantee you that have lived under a rock and still think Tom Brady is their quarterback.
Patriots are still the second most popular team in the NFL. Like,
Yeah.
So
Yeah. All right, who's ready for lines?
of what?
I know it always sounds wrong.
Well,
Bucks Bills.
I can't. I'll tell you right now. I can't do Eagles lines. I just saw it. It
Yeah,
just popped up on Amazon.
It's Eagles -2.5.
Yeah.
Which I think is pretty fair.
Yeah.
Let's do Bucks Bills. By the way, sayonara to ESPN Bet. This is gonna be our last few weeks using them. Sayonara. You were
Why is,
there
it our
That's
la-
so
anyway.
wild.
why is it our last few weeks using them?
Because ESPN's moving to DraftKings. They're folding ESPN Bet. Which, by the
I
way,
didn't know that.
they put like $3 billion in the ESPN Bet.
Oh. Swing.
So sayonara ESPN Bet, but you get some lines for the next few weeks. Bucks Bills. Who would like to go first?
I'll say Bills -3.
Oh.
I didn't ask to go first, but I just went anyways.
It's fine. It's
Thank you for
fine.
steamrolling the segment.
You're welcome.
Remind me.
Is this the only quote unquote segment we have other than pop culture topics and movies? This is the only like football segment we technically have on this show. I think so.
Well, I mean, you got the game.
Well, we have-
I mean, it's
we
only
have-
a segment, but
We do the games of the week. We do the pop
Yeah.
cookies games of the week. We do the
And then the bet, and then the lines, which are all
Yeah.
kind of loaded into one anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. Were you going to ask who's home?
it's in
Dude,
Buffalo.
Yeah.
It's in
It's
Buffalo.
in Buffalo.
in Buffalo. Give me the Bills -4.5.
I know that. See, both these teams are kind of. Well, we know the Bills are not playing well lately, but the Bucks are really kind of sliding a little bit in terms of their overall play. Maybe not in terms of losing games, but their overall play. Damn it. Wait, Shane, you said 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm basically going to go somewhere in the middle of both of you. I'm going to say Bills minus 3.5.
You all said Bills, correct?
And
Is
it's
it?
wrong.
Yeah.
Bills minus 5.5.
Ooh, that's a little too big. I don't like that.
That's too much for me. I may take
Yeah.
the Bucks on the over for that one.
49ers Cardinals.
Oh God.
I'll go Niners minus 6.
See, that one feels like Niners minus like that's with Brock Purdy back. I think that shifts things too. So I'll say Niners minus 6.5.
Whoops. Uh,
We're on the starts today. This is great.
Is that Chewbacca?
let me. Okay, so I don't think the line has been updated since they announced Purdy.
No, it's been updated. It's been updated.
It has? Okay.
I'm positive it has. Yeah.
Okay. Well, all right. I'll go San Francisco minus 3.5.
It's minus 2.5.
Oh,
Wow.
interesting. Wow, I guess Vegas loves Jacoby Brissett that much.
Chiefs at Broncos.
Also, guys, though, we do have an unofficial segment, football related.
Which is what?
Oh, the whiteboard.
Oh, the
I was
white.
holding this
That's,
up, but no.
That's
I
that
saw
is
it, but I was really confused.
Listen, no one cares about the whiteboard, but we do. We do.
we need more whiteboard. But what are we gonna whiteboard today? The Jets' awful secondary. Great.
I can tell you about Josh McDaniels and why he's such a great offensive coordinator.
That's a good idea. We can do that after we.
But we don't have to.
That's a good point. Josh McDaniels, former Raiders coach here.
Yeah. All right. Chiefs Broncos.
I got Chiefs minus 3.
I mean, both defenses are really good. Well, Broncos are better slightly, but the Broncos' offense is so shaky. I mean, these teams are so evenly matched. It's funny because their record. You would think when you look at their records that they're not evenly matched, but they are. I'm just gonna say it's got to be close to a pick 'em. I'm gonna say Broncos minus 1.5.
Where's the game again?
Denver.
Denver, Colorado.
I feel like it should be close, but I know that the Chiefs always get extra leg room. I'll go Chiefs minus 3.5.
That is correct. Chiefs minus.
That's too much, honestly. I think that's too much.
Seahawks, Rams. Yeah, game of the week. Seahawks, Rams. Let's do it.
Rams minus 1.5.
That's got to be. Well, thank you for jumping the gun. I don't think Vegas believes in the Seahawks yet, even though they're both really good.
Which is really dumb, but yeah.
Because these are tough games. Like this week is all tough games to pick because they could really go either way.
Right.
I'll go one higher. I'll say, you know what? I'll keep it as a whole number. I'll say Rams minus 2.
All right. Well, I was going to say Rams minus 2.5.
Rams minus 3.5.
Oh,
Really?
Which I don't really love.
I did pick the Rams for this game. I did.
I also did.
I can't remember if I did.
Pot Cookies is easily Commanders Dolphins. Why are we sending this crap to Madrid? And why am I watching it?
That second question I can't answer, but that just the fact that they like the games that we've been sending over there, like if they're comparing their football to our football based on these games, they must think we
Oh
are
man.
complete assholes.
I mean, to be fair, this was the one in this
They
was
already do.
one. Yes, this was one in April that we were all really excited about, just from the prospect of Jaden Daniels versus Tua. We don't have that,
I don't. I
and the
still don't think
Dolphins are awful.
I love Tua, and I still don't think I would have been that excited about that game. Jaden Daniels healthy clears.
Fair. Anything else for pot cookies? Bears Vikings. Maybe.
I wish I had pot cookies watching this game tonight.
Is there really anything redeemable about Texans Titans? Am I missing something?
Just division, I guess, but not really.
Yeah, that's
Even
pretty much
that.
it.
Yeah, I guess.
Panthers Falcons. I'm somewhat interested in because the Falcons are always fun for some odd reason. They're just good to watch on TV.
Yeah. The Falcons are like
I'm not that excited about, especially with Hunter out. I'm not that excited about Jaguars Chargers.
That's fair.
That's
We kind
a
of set our
that's
piece
a
with
game
both of those teams.
that's like a game where it's like I look at both teams and I'm like I don't like either one of them, and I'm not just that I don't like them, but I think like that's a game that even with the Chargers the better record, they should lose that game.
yeah, they're both just so mid.
Yeah.
Well, that's my point. That's my point. Is two mid teams with no playoff like rivalry between or like division like tension between the two. I'm like, unless I put money on that game, what's going to make me turn that on?
The Chargers even it doesn't matter. Like for me, it's just like with the Chargers, it doesn't matter if they're prime time or if they're 1 in the afternoon or if they're freaking overseas. They just feel like a game not even every week, every year that you just put on the background and you're just like, hey, well, football's on. I'll go do all this stuff.
That's how I feel about the Chargers because they always play late window, obviously in LA, pretty much 90% of the time or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel about it. All right, Shane, do you want to do a Josh McDaniels segment? Give us something out of Thursday Night Football with your whiteboard.
Put the whiteboard to use.
Sure. Let's see. There was, I noticed. Okay. When I was watching this game, and just the Patriots throughout the season, I noticed a lot of really interesting, I guess, bunch formations that Josh McDaniels uses. So, where's my marker? Here's my marker.
I didn't take it.
Tonight,
lose the marker.
No. Can't do that. Tonight, for instance, there was... You know what I really need to do while I draw this out? I need to mount this whiteboard onto the wall behind me. So that way you can see what I'm... That way you can see what I'm doing as... Wait.
Yeah.
Hold on. Is this going to work if I do it like this?
Yeah.
It can be like I'm an elementary school librarian reading a book to you guys. So...
see, this is the X receiver, and this is the Y receiver, and this is the running.
No, so oh no, it's like dried out.
Oh
no! Oh my god!
Okay, wait.
No!
I was gonna say it's like watching Bob Ross paint.
Blue.
True.
Oh, there we go.
Although his voice puts me asleep.
Well, there are the Patriots. So, okay. So then, holy hell, who is this?
Oh my!
Looking at this one in particular.
God.
Okay, so this is shotgun.
Do it in a library voice. This is shotgun.
No, this is shotgun trips open. So we've got. Which side is Diggs on? Okay, he's over there. So we got Diggs over here. He's the X, and then we got.
Sidebar on Diggs. I like that they announced Cardi B and his baby during the game.
Yeah, for real.
Why?
We're
Can't wait
focused
for
on
can't wait for him to announce 3 more babies in the next few weeks.
Z.
What? It's
As I was
true.
saying, as I was saying before, I can see why the Vikings players voted him as not wanting to date their sister.
Yep.
So this is trips, bunch trips open. What that means is the bunch, these guys, they're bunched together. Trips. I'll remember the T words are 3 guys in a set. So trips, and then open because they are line up on the side away from the halfback, the running back. If it was closed, running back would be there. Okay, so, oh god, that's ugly. So trips trips open. They run this a lot. Now, what happened on this particular play? Well, this was on 4th and 2. This is a beautiful conversion. So they got Diggs on the go. He kind of press releases. And then for our other guys, let's see. Where was it? Oh, yeah, here it is. So you get F running an in, Y running basically a go. So that creates a lot of congestion right in here. And then Z runs a 3-step out. So there's all this. And what was H doing? Oh, and then you had H releasing late on a little Texas route. So what this ends up doing is in a 4th and 2 situation, right? New York showed, or New Jersey, they showed, where was
Brandon, I don't think you want the Jets to be associated with New Jersey, but okay.
New Jersey
Yeah,
already
that's
going
true.
downhill. Makes sense the Jets would be from New Jersey.
I just want you guys to get the credit, okay? That's all of this is. So, why do I keep losing this play? Sorry, guys. Okay.
We do it live, folks.
We're doing it live! So, they had... Okay, this is bizarre. This is a bizarre defensive look for starters. So,
Of course, it's the
basically-
Jets.
It's the Jets.
so they got 4 linemen, 2 linebackers,
You know it's bad when even Shane is confused about their defensive alignment.
4 linebackers. Sorry, 4 linemen, 2 linebackers, and 5 DBs. So that's nickel. God, nickel. Sorry.
It's the Jets.
It's just they're just aligned weird because it's 1 safety high. Anyways, not important. So they're
the Jets. Not important.
So they got a single safety. That is their rover. He's up high, playing center field.
This defense is the most we'll talk about the Jets the rest of the year, by the way.
And then and then they've got free safety about 10 yards deep over the F. So they're kind of in like a delta look, which is basically the free safety plays like loose man on F, and then the corner is playing tight press man on the Z. So what happens is he fakes him out going this way, and then this corner gets caught in all this traffic with the F and the Y. So then they just lose the Z going off to the side, and he's wide open for a first down.
Mm-hmm.
This is this is beautiful play design, and B, it's great situational awareness for what's going on. Because even though they were in a bunch look, they were still fairly close to the line of scrimmage. Like they're all still, to where the ball is. Like they're all inside the numbers. That's how tight this is. So, the fact that, hitting the guy on the out route was really key there. And, kind of, I think Diggs running this go and the the Y running the go, it forces Rover into a tricky situation, basically, and free safety. So you just, it leaves it so that the Z is like forgotten about, basically, which is what he was. I mean, he was wide open. So
I'm sorry, but I think you can keep the board up for a second. I think one of the things that I find fascinating about what you're showing us on the board week to week is that you're talking about plays that require these different defenders to make decisions because of confusion on one side or another based on how they're lined up and how they move, based on how the receivers and tight ends are moving.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is, because you're defense, it's like you're guarding people, not grass. That's the mentality. And so the defenses are always going to find ways to be smart and take shortcuts. And okay, he's passing. It's going to be hard for me to get to him, so you take him when he gets to this spot, and then I'll go cover this guy. But what happens in that situation when, a guy looks like he's going to run a post here, but then all of a sudden runs an out route? So the corner, he's thinking, okay, I'm going to hand him off to, I don't even know who the hell, the Mike, I guess. Which, again, the fact that I can't even tell, I mean, that tells you everything you need to know about this team. But so then, yeah, it's essentially to make it so that you either forget about somebody or there's a miscommunication about who's covering him. I mean, that's all it is,
I really wish Kevin Patullo would call plays like this.
I knew that was coming.
I mean, this is, yeah. And so let's say the corner does pick up on him, right? So they had, let's see, looks like they've got.
I've never seen Shane more confused about a defense in my life. That can tell you everything you need to know about the New York Jets right now.
They've got their linebacker, strong side linebacker, on the slot receiver.
Oh, that's going to work. That's going to work fantastically.
That's a great idea.
Yeah. And then
isn't Eric Glenn a defensive guy? Jesus.
I was just going to say that.
That's what I was thinking.
Let's see. There's the end is on the Y, but he just rushes. So I think you can see the problem here.
Why?
Everyone's just out of sorts. None of it makes any sense.
So now you've got. So I mean, really, let's say the corner bites on the Z, takes the out route. Well, this end's probably going to be open from the F.
Yeah, very clearly.
Because the end here is gone, so this flat is open, and the Warrior, he's not fast enough to keep up with the slot receiver.
Which I believe is DeMario Douglas in most cases.
Yeah, I think
so. Still very fast as it ages.
Let me see what the Mike does. Yeah, the Mike is right here, and he comes up and plays the zone like right there.
Wide open
You
space.
see all that wide open space? If this doesn't work out,
It's going right over the middle. Yep.
yeah, right to Hunter Henry. So
And that happened a lot tonight too, where Hunter Henry was literally just getting the ball right over the middle,
yeah, and it was that same
rest.
situation right there.
Yeah.
So
Same situation, same concept. Well,
So,
not only do you talk about the Patriots' great offensive scheme, you talked about the horrible Jets defense. In
yeah,
perfect action right there.
how horrible they are. So, anyways,
All
that
right.
concludes this segment of X's and O's with Coach Shane.
Yes, that's the segment.
Is that how we're
we gotta
calling
do
it?
that. Yes.
I don't know.
Unless someone else comes up with a better idea. Give us ideas in the comment section, please. Okay.
X's and O nose.
X's and O no's. Well, if
That's
it's
good.
the Jets, yes. Okay. To celebrate and remember Veterans Day, Shane picked our movie this weekend. It was Hacksaw Ridge. Shane, go ahead.
Yeah. This is a movie that we've been like wanting to do since we first started this segment, however long ago. And we just never did for whatever reason, but we're finally getting to it now, so that's exciting. I remember being very intrigued to see this movie. Back when it came out, because it was like, well, it looks like a very intense war film about, just like a good, honorable guy. And, it's based on a true story, and it's like, oh, wow, what a conflict. It's like this guy was drafted into the war, and then I watched the movie, and I was like, oh, he wasn't drafted. He enlisted. He was like, I'm going to do this.
I believe
that's
right.
Yeah, with that mindset, and I was like, that makes this even that much more badass. And I mean, he, even though he wasn't part of he didn't contribute to the violence, but he was so much more important than I think many of the other people who were carrying guns. Just because, I mean, not only was he saving people, but he was also like, he was very aware, and just, his sense of strategy and like just quick decisions and, okay, let's do this. And then, and it was, I just thought that was really neat. And, and I felt like he, especially when it came to, these war scenes, I mean, I think the only war movie I've ever seen that had such intense, battle, just like war scenes like that, it was probably Saving Private Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
That just felt like where.
That's a good movie too.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it. I need to see it.
Because it is.
I know. I think eventually Shane's gonna pick it, so I'm holding off.
I mean, that movie made a lot of its cast famous too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would pick that movie though, just because like it's so famous that I'm like,
yeah. So I might find it on my own.
But I'll see. Anyways, plus most of us have already seen it, but
yeah,
yeah, no, because normally in a war movie, take 1917 for example. That's a movie we've done on the show. The war scenes in that they're amazing, but they're very, they seem theatric. They look very pretty, and they're, you don't feel
they add color more than that. They add color or lack of color in a way.
Yeah, and like when I was sitting there watching it, like I didn't necessarily feel like a ton of danger. You know, it was like, okay, there's this one guy. Well, okay, let's take care of this guy and then move along. You know, but this was. I remember when I watched this movie, like it is dirty, bloody.
Yeah.
It's like there is chaos everywhere. There's guys back here shooting over there, grenades flying this direction, that and just like guys getting blown up in your face. And I was just like, whoa, this is like it put a whole new. It took it to a whole new level of like, intense war scenes. Just feel like actually imagining myself there and being like, oh, that's terrifying. And especially, historically speaking, I mean, my phone just fell. Historically speaking, like the wars, at least in the last 100 or so years, that have been like the most brutal. It's been, I mean, every war is brutal, obviously, but World War One was nasty. World War Two, specifically in Asia, was like in Japan and whatnot, was crazy, and Vietnam. Vietnam was a whole other animal in itself, and I feel like this movie really shows that. Obviously you get a little bit of that in Saving Private Ryan, but and you see last year we did Rescue Dawn, and I think that gives us a little glimpse into how crazy Vietnam was. And Apocalypse Now is another good example for that war, but anyways, yeah, ultimately it's a very inspiring story. Just that there was a guy who was that brave and he willingly ran into a battlefield with no way to defend himself.
Defend
And
himself
had a
with the
huge
strategy that you mentioned. Like really just
well,
defend
yeah,
himself with those decision making. Yeah.
right. Yeah, and but he did it, and he was, I mean, he was a hero. Um, so I think, yeah, I just think it's a very inspiring story. And the combat feels very real. And there's a lot of cool moments of like how the platoon kind of goes from mocking him to then by the end of it they're all standing there, and one of my favorite moments is they say, "What are you doing?" And they say, "We're waiting." It's like, waiting for what? And he's waiting for Doss to finish praying for us. It's like that's just how much they believed and trusted him. It's almost like, yeah, this guy's like a good luck charm for us in a way.
Yeah.
And who knows if that actually happened in real life, a moment like that. It very, very well may have not. I mean, this is a Mel Gibson movie after all, so it's, it's a moment like that. It's bound to happen. But either way, it's, as a cinematic moment, it's very powerful. Yeah.
I was going to ask you a question, Shane, if you don't mind, before you continue.
Yeah.
I was going to ask. I was thinking about this during the film. In shooting it as a director, as a filmmaker, how do you think of approaching war films? Or did this kind of change your way of thinking about it, or how do you approach it from a filmmaker's perspective?
I think a lot of times, at least in my experience of doing like action stuff, kind of think of it like almost like a video game where it's like, I'm here and the enemies are there,
Mm-hmm.
And this, however, I think what makes it so fear-inducing is the fact that it's like, I'm here, the enemies are here.
They're everywhere. Yeah.
Everywhere. It's like nowhere. And, normally it's like, okay, I can take cover behind this building or behind this tree or there's nothing here, I mean, you're just out in the middle of a beach or a field or whatever, just waiting to, like nowhere feels safe. And to me, that's the biggest thing that adds tension, I guess. And I think this film does that really well. I mean, I think really my only negative with the movie is just that, in the first half, it's definitely a little slow. 'Cause I just feel like it doesn't balance the drama and the action super well. It's sort of, it's kind of like, it's like the same issue that I have with the first Captain America movie, where it's like the first half is just like slow drama build up, and then the second half is like, okay, war, um,
Like too polarized.
yeah. So yeah, but otherwise, I mean, I understand why it's like that. It's it's not a negative necessarily, but it's just something that I notice every time I watch it. It's like, they have all these drama scenes in the beginning. I'm like, oh yeah, okay, so let's like get to Japan, but yeah, no, I mean, overall though, it's it's a top 5 war film of all time in my opinion. So
What's your rating, Shane?
That is a good question.
I ask the question every week.
No, I know. And I'm saying that's a good question because I'm trying to think of an answer. I'll probably say an A minus. Yeah. I think this year I'm only giving out 2 A's.
Ooh.
And this is not one of them.
Is
obviously.
Bad Santa one of them?
Yes. No.
Yeah.
Because I mean, obviously I've already seen all these movies before, so like I kind of know what I'm going to rate them beforehand. And I think there's only 2 that are going to get an A, and neither of them have happened yet. So.
Oh, okay. Scoop, I know you watched this with us, right, Scoop?
Yeah.
All right, so I'll let you go next here.
Okay. First and foremost, I got really excited when I saw that this was a war film because I'm like, that's like one of my favorite genres. If it's not about sports, I love it when it's about like either history or battle, combat, etc. And I really liked the sort of interpolation. I don't even know if that's the right word, but how it kind of combines not only the scenes of that, but it also obviously the personal side of things and how it kind of played those things together.
Juxtaposition.
So thank you.
Yes.
Juxtaposition. And I mean, in the very beginning, you have that situation from when he's little with obviously with his brother and all of that, and then you have, which wasn't a major part of the movie, but I just found it entertaining. Probably the only angry proposal I've ever seen before, in terms of like them both being pissed off at each other while the proposal's happening. Like I don't remember ever seeing that in a movie before.
That's a great proposal. That's good. Don't use the Walmart ring though.
Yeah, so that was entertaining. I also we've talked about in the past how I like when something from the beginning kind of comes full circle at the end. And for me, particularly as somebody who's religious, seeing that with the Bible that she gave him, that was quite. I really liked that it came back, but also how it came back. Um, and again, just the fact that he was portrayed, and I think that there might be some people now in this day and age. I don't know when this movie came out, but I think there might be some people now in this
16.
day and age. Say again.
16, I think.
16.
Yeah,
Okay. So it wasn't as far back as I thought. But I definitely know that there's some people now who the whole sort of like anti-combat, anti-war, that type of thing kind of becomes very prominent now when it comes to some of the conflicts we see going on. So I wonder if that element of it could also um, find some interest some people, just in the sense of where he kind of not necessarily he was anti-war, but he was anti-holding the thing, especially on Saturdays and such. So I don't know. I feel like maybe that's an element that maybe might interest some people. Even though this again apparently wasn't as old as I thought it was. And I also, because I also do research on these things when we watch them. There was also another movie that was made about it, apparently, that was an actual documentary that was made, and apparently the individual who did that documentary, who directed that, was also on the panel of people who were consulted for this one as well.
Yeah,
So
the conscientious objector, 2000.
yeah, which makes sense, because that was how he described himself right before, he started getting all that sarcastic, all those sarcastic remarks like, "Oh yeah, sure, we'll just tell the enemy not to fire on Saturdays," or however they phrased it. So I probably, after watching this, I probably would be even more interested to go and watch that documentary as well, to kind of. I mean, I'm sure. I can kind of guess where there's going to be, differentiation, but just the fact that, like you said, that Haas, or not Haas, I'm sorry, Doss was off of, an actual, not just an actual situation that happened, but an actual individual. I'd be curious to kind of see how those align.
Yeah. What's your rating, Scoop? What are you giving it?
Oh boy. Just for the record, I'm losing track of what I'm rating one versus another. So if I accidentally rate one movie over another, it's not necessarily because I actually like it better. But in the moment,
I do
would
this
probably,
too, to be fair. So,
yeah. In the moment, I'd probably give this an 8 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. I like this sort of the overlapping of, again, religious beliefs, patriotism, if you want to use that term. And some of the personal connection as well, where he's got this real personal story from his youth. Okay, now I sound like Chamberlain Holler from My Cousin Vinny. But from his youth, as to why he's so dead set on enlisting, but on not being this involved in this way, and I don't know. Like I said, I like when things add that sort of culmination, and add those sort of ways of sort of tying everything together. And I thought that not just the way it did it, but the matter itself, between religion, the war, obviously, and then of course personal beliefs from a momentous event from your own childhood. I liked how those all played off of one another, and this probably has the most rewatch value for me of any of the movies that we've watched so far.
why is Anthony Rizzo in the cast list for this movie on Google?
What the hell are you? What?
Yeah,
Is he?
he's
I didn't
right
know
here. He's right at the
What?
bottom. Which I'm double checking. He's not in this movie, but I don't know why he's on the cast list.
What? Here, give me 1
Interesting.
second. Now I'm looking this up, because what?
It's just on Google. If you search up cast of
Oh,
Hacksaw
oh.
Ridge and scroll all the way down.
Oh, he was an extra.
He was an extra?
Yeah,
Oh,
Oh,
that's sick.
I have to go back and find it now.
same here. He's listed. He's listed as cinema kissing soldier.
I have no idea where that could be, but wow.
Well, is that when they have their first date in the movie theater?
Bro, I'm
It might
reading
be.
exactly
Oh.
as it says.
Probably.
Oh
Probably.
my! Hold on. Wait a minute.
We get some baseball in here.
How in the world? He's literally one of my favorite Yankees ever. How in the world did I miss that?
Why would
But
he
also,
even be in this?
That's
movie?
so funny.
I also missed Tyler Wade tonight with the Aaron Judge thing, so I didn't see that until one of our friends pointed out.
That's is this even listed in any? It's not even listed on his Wikipedia that he's in this movie.
I literally had to type in Hacksaw Ridge Anthony Rizzo to make it come up.
I'm never gonna find it, am I?
Excuse me.
God.
Also, I know it made
Oh my
sense
god,
that-
no, it's not the baseball player. It's a different one.
God, why'd you get my hopes up like that?
Bro.
Why is it listed
That was
as
so-
why is it listed as
Because Anthony Rizzo whoever the actor is not well known compared to Anthony Rizzo the baseball player. So Anthony Rizzo the baseball player is going to be what they're going to accidentally put in there because he's
That
a
was
popular
so
search.
freaking
That's
anticlimactic. It's not even funny.
that's ridiculous. Okay,
That was so
That's
anticlimactic.
oh my god. Okay, Brandon, give us your thoughts on this film.
Well,
It just went down now.
It just went down a couple points.
Well,
Thanks,
yeah,
thanks, Google.
yeah. There goes the 8. Now it's a 6. No, but first I want to say that if you want to see a really good non-comedic role from Vince Vaughn, watch this movie.
Oh hell yeah.
He's great
Yeah.
in this. He is great in this. People forget that a lot of people. I hate when people typecast comedic actors as like, oh yeah, it's a funny guy or like whatever. Most comedic actors can actually act, like or they started out as comedians, then became comedic actors, then became actual actors. Like Vince Vaughn is pretty much one of them. What is it? Adam Sandler is like
It
that.
was,
Ferrell.
it was literally
Yeah.
the name that was on the top of my mind when you were saying this stuff.
Yeah, Jim Carrey. Like all of them.
I always confuse him and Drew Carey.
I was gonna say that's
kidding me?
two very different
The
Carries.
Price is Right guy?
No,
Um,
I confuse. Let me rephrase. I confuse their names. Is what I meant.
Oh.
I'm bad
I
with
was
names,
gonna
as
say.
you guys
I was
know.
gonna say.
I would
And
love
we're gonna
to
see a more dramatic Will Ferrell role later on this
Oh,
season.
Oh
Yes.
yes.
People get annoyed when I say my favorite Will Ferrell role is his supporting character in The Office.
Oh my god, I'm disgusted.
Oh,
I
yeah.
am grossed out. Ew.
I don't like most of his other movies. I don't like Elf at all.
Man.
Wait, he was in The Office?
Yeah, he was supposed
Yeah,
to
in
sub. He was
season-
supposed to sub. He was supposed to sub for Steve Carell when he left. He was there for a few
Wow.
episodes. He was
Yeah.
awful. What the hell?
I didn't even know
That
that.
is atrocious. I mean,
think
don't
I'm
get me
gonna
wrong. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. He was still funny. Wow, that's an awful take. Wow. I
just got myself
Tell me how you
back
really
to
feel,
these
Robert.
segments.
wow, that is disgusting.
man.
That is so gross. I'm
Sorry,
very
Brandon, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
my opinion of Scoop has gone down like 10 percentage points.
So the rating of the movie has gone down. And
The rating of the Scoop.
has gone down before I even get anywhere near like to the.
I'm just
interrupt
kidding.
you.
I'm just kidding. It's not as bad of a take as you would think. But
Yeah, Rob's gonna take it one step further. Yep, that's definitely the take of all time. Like, right?
freezing cold.
Oh my god. Okay.
All right,
what do I
Brandon,
get
continue.
here? All right. Jesus. I mean, so yes, Vince Vaughn, non-comedic role. He's actually done a couple of good ones that people forget, that people just don't know about because they know him as a funny guy. But this one is well, he does interject some humor into this role, but it's not a lot, but it's subtle, but it's nice. Um, but I think with a movie like this, this is one of the few war movies, like, you know, because as a genre, war movies, you know, they get overplayed, and there's still some tropes in this one, but this is one of the few war movies where you look at it and it's like it doesn't just become another mindless war movie. A, it's inspired by true stories, so that makes it better. But B is that, you know, at least for me, I left this movie once it got to the end of it. Like almost like you feel proud about the people that serve in our military and the jobs that they do.
Yeah,
So
Shane, that's why this was a great pick, I think, because this movie really encapsulates Veterans Day
Yeah.
yep,
and what it
Yeah.
stands for.
Yeah, the honor that, you know, a lot of the honor and integrity that a lot of people do serve with, like Desmond Doss, you know.
Yeah, 100%.
it's
Continue,
just
Brandon.
like you know, it's like people people don't understand when it's like you can be, you know, anti-war, you can be like, you know, anti-military, but you've also got to understand one thing: our military is the reason why you can have those opinions. A lot of countries can't still,
Yes.
and you know, so regardless of how you feel, you should at least feel for the people that are putting their lives on the line to keep us safe. And um, you know, I had plenty of family that served in the military. I mean, they all came home, thank God. But like, you know, my aunt did back in the day. My great aunt, my great grandfather did. They were both in the Navy. I mean, this is about the Army, but they were both in the Navy. Uh, you know, my one cousin is military police for the Air Force. So you know, I know what it's like to have military in my family, but it's, you know, this movie does a good job of showing that, you know, it's like because a lot of people always think that when you go to the military they harden you into being a stone cold killer. This movie's the opposite, about someone standing up for what they believe in and never kind of losing who they are, but still wanting to serve the country and serve the greater good.
Right.
So it's, you know, this is a movie where you you kind of you never lose touch for like a lot of war movies get so engrossed in the war aspect of it that they kind of lose touch with what the movie's about once you start getting into the fighting sequences and whatnot. But this, and it's like, but you know, how many movies do we see about, you know, people going to war? Like, this is the only one I can think of where it's from a medic's point of view, where it's not
And
from an
and
actual
and
soldier
and a
point of
medic who doesn't really have a ton of training until he gets into the military
view. Yeah,
of what it's like to be a medic.
yeah. So it's like
Yeah.
it's a little bit different too, which also makes it stand out from other war movies. So it's like because I mean, most of the time when we see war movies, it's always from the point of view of just a regular soldier, you know, ones that hold guns, that are on the front line, that are, you know, or, you know, like a one man, you know, wrecking crew, pretty much. All his friends are, all his brothers are dying around him, but he ends up, like, you know, winning a battle by himself, you know, with survival tactics and what, like, you know, you see all these different things. But this is one where, well, you know, they definitely obviously took a lot of liberties with this. I think they said that they did, but the heart of the story and what it's really about and the person it's about are all real. Um, you know, because they said that you know, in the movie, obviously his rescue of like all these like what 60, 70 men took place over the course of like 3 days, pretty much. That didn't happen. It was 3 weeks.
Yeah.
But still, to still save that many people, no matter how much time it takes, to save that many of the people you're serving with, is still, that's probably the most heroic thing I think the military's ever, or that military's ever seen.
And
So
then on top
Right.
of that, you see Desmond Doss. They actually show him before his death talking about, "Please God, give me one more," and how he keeps
yeah,
saying it, right? And you saw it in the film, and that also encapsulated with him saying that at the end.
you know, it's like it's this movie is like it's not your, it's definitely not your typical war movie, but it's like, what this movie touches on so many different things. It touches on, war, religion, politics, even very slightly. Like this touches on a lot of topics that are just, they don't seem like they would mesh. And obviously they don't mesh when you're, those are things you don't talk about in everyday life. Um, but it's, it's just, I love when movies can get kind of also like, because a lot of war movies do kind of shy away from being like this bloody, this brutal, or like, being kind of this like, showing what it's kind of, or giving the sense of what it was really like to be there at that time. But you also got to remember too, like this, you know, the best war movies are not the ones that we watch that come out in the last like 10, 15 years where it's it's told from like the perspective of like the 90s or the 2000s, like people serving in Afghanistan and Iraq, like they're making a sacrifice too, but this era is a lot scarier than the others that of kind of 40s 50s, like when basically you had two options: either you could choose to enlist or eventually at some point they would come get you and you would go to the military. So it was, but the thing is, wanting to enlist, because, like Shane was saying, we see a lot of movies where it's like, okay, they're forced to enlist or whatever it is. Like this one, like, no, he wanted to do this. He felt like he had to do this. And, and obviously his brother did too. So, and that's interesting because usually, the parents don't want the kids to go off to war, but
his dad, of
but his
course,
dad,
the veteran, his dad
yeah,
is very scared, and it brings back the point. Sorry to interrupt, Brandon. Of when it's the guy says when in peacetime, father or sons bury their fathers, but
yeah,
vice versa in war, and that's what the father was feeling.
yeah. It's like it's you never my grandfather jokes around. He's like, "Hey, why don't you join the military?" I'm like, "No, um, no, it's not for me." But hell, I had friends that went, and I have friends that are still in it. What is it? You guys know Ollie. Ollie served in the Coast Guard for 4 years. Uh, One of our friends, Chris, still serves in the Navy. He's been serving there since high school. Um, so I have friends that went, and now listen, they're not the ones that are going to see frontline combat, nor would I trust them to, because the God, we joke around like, listen, we love our friends, we respect them for what they did, but at the same time, thank God those dinguses were not on the front lines. but but because I joke around with Ollie and I always say to him, I'm like, because he's always like, yeah, he's like, every place that we go to, he's like, yeah, can I get a military discount? I'm like, stop that, you didn't serve in shit, stop that. But
You know where to get a military discount? Go to Denny's. Why do they always have random military discounts? Them and IHOP.
Listen, he ate a lot of that when he was over in Guam. But when it comes to this movie though, it's like just it's so good, and also I mean it's a cast that like of not, I mean, famous actors, yes, but not ones you would recognize immediately for the most part.
Except Andrew, probably.
Yeah, well, and Sam Worthington.
Yeah, which I'm gonna. I have Sam Worthington. I love you hour coming up shortly because oh my god, I love that man.
But I mean, yeah, this movie, I think there's a reason why this was considered one of the best films of 2016, one of the best films of the 2010s. So like, to base it on a true story, to also have archival footage from it, obviously at the very end of it when you get to the credits, and to kind of show a different side to war that's not just about action and killing and things like that. That there's more. That this is more of a human kind of war story. There's a heart to this war story, which is missing in a lot of movies. So I guess for that reason, I'm actually gonna go a little bit higher than I thought I would. I like it. I'll say 8.5 out of 10. I like that.
Yeah, I'm also going 8.5. Sam Worthington to me gets disrespected as the Avatar guy. Avatar guy.
Because every time I hear his name, that's
Yeah.
what I think of.
And by the way, he's doing Avatar movies galore for the next however long. But he's still a great actor in his own right, and this movie shows it.
I don't think he's complaining with the paycheck he's getting from those movies.
Oh, hell no. Hell no. I wouldn't either if I was him. I just think he's a great actor overall, and he's a huge reason why I'm a big Avatar guy. He's a huge reason why I like those movies.
I think he works well in those movies, to be fair.
Oh my god, yes. And I love him in those movies, ever since the first one. So I'm excited for Avatar 3. I know everyone else in this band has some trepidation about that movie. I don't. I'm a fan.
I'll probably never see it.
I will happily spend my $30 or $40 for IMAX 3D for Avatar 3 next month. Absolutely, without question. I love those movies. But regardless, Sam Worthington,
I'm happy for you.
Yes, yeah. I'm part of the reason it's going to make $1 billion. Anyway, but
you might end up giving it the whole $1 billion.
Honestly, probably that movie is going to make $1 billion, right? There's no way.
Avatar just does at this point.
Yeah. No, it will.
It will. So anyway, but no, minus that, he's just a great actor in his own right. I love seeing him in other stuff outside of Avatar, and he deserves a lot of love. So does Andrew Garfield. Another just great role by him. This is going to sound harsh, but this is part of the reason I'm happy that Sony kind of fumbled with Spider-Man. Because I just think he never would have gotten the career. I think he has a better career.
Yeah, he does.
Because of not being Spider-Man, even though he is, partially
that's still what most people know him for, but still.
No, and rightfully so. I think he's an amazing Spider-Man, but I think that will just be one segment of what is a spectacular career.
Yeah, I mean, regardless of, where you rank him among the Spider-Mans, I think he is objectively the best actor of the three.
Oh, yeah.
Aside from Spider-Man, just, look at their whole filmography.
Just the range of what he does, and he shows it here, and it's great. So, I don't know how hot of a take that is. I don't know how many people have thought of that take, but just as weird and horrible as it sounds, Sony fumbling Spider-Man helped his career, which is kind of amazing.
You know what they say, everything happens for a reason. So,
and of course, we're happy that we might see him in one or the next Avengers film in Secret Wars, which is filming in the summertime. Anyway,
either way, it was nice to see him in No Way Home. Spoilers.
Yes.
I don't think at this point, like, everybody's had to have seen it. No,
I'm joking.
Have you seen No Way Home?
What's that?
No,
you
didn't hear anything. That? Anyways,
I don't think it matters. Yeah, it's fine. I've posted No Way Home stuff in the chat while Scoop has been in it. It's fine. But yeah, otherwise, it's just a great war movie. Again, another one, as was the movie Her last week. Another one that was one of the first movies I went to on Shane's ginormous list that he gave me, which I know he's drawing from this. It was one of the first movies I gravitated towards, and I was like, I gotta see this. And it's a great movie. Shane, are we doing Wild Robot on Sunday or Monday? When are we doing it?
Probably Monday, just to give you all a buffer.
Yeah, sounds good. Wild Robot is going to be fun. I'm very excited for that. But yeah, back to Hacksaw Ridge. Just a great movie. I love the filmography. That was why I asked Shane that question. And just, again, the acting is spectacular. But yeah, I'm very excited for Wild Robot next week. Anything else before we go?
Well, just wanted to, real quick, happy Veterans Day to all who are either currently serving or served in the past. Nobody likes war. It's an awful thing, but the sad reality is it's always something that's going to happen, and so when that day does come, I really do appreciate all of you, stepping up and doing doing the hard work that that is very much needed. Yeah, that's just
100%. Yeah.
we're all, I know it's kind of a cliche thing to thank you for your service and everything, but it's true. I mean, it's we're all
100%.
very grateful for that. So thank you if you're listening.
Yeah. Yeah. Shane couldn't have put it any better, I don't think. Yeah, 100% for all of us on the panel. Yeah, Shane's right on there. So, well, for Shane, for Brandon, for Scoop, for myself, Robert, we will see you back on Sunday for some much, much better football. Please. Thank you.
Hopefully.
And as Scoop said, and I'll repeat it, he said in their chat, if we record early on Sunday, there's a problem. And yeah. So if we do record early on Sunday, expect the rapture from Scoop and Brandon.
Yeah,
I hope it's for good reasons if we do.
Yeah. Well, at least I hope it's for good reasons. If I don't even need to finish that sentence.
if it's not, it's a problem.
Yeah, we're not going to put it in the ether.
Yeah, no.
And then for pop culture topics, Monday I'll have a list of horrible Black Friday deals. I saw some funny ones today.
Last year, I think.
I found a $20 bowl of nuts that was on sale today.
What?
How many?
What was it marked down?
It was like this giant. It was at Walmart. It was like this giant assortment of nuts.
But what was it marked down from?
It was like 30 down to 20 or something. Like 34 down to $20.
Is this what our troops really fought for? Lower prices on balls of nuts. Really?
Oh my god!
I'm gonna compile it because I haven't started compiling. I'm gonna compile all of the best and funniest Black Friday deals. I also found a $500 Nintendo Switch bundled with Madden 26. Madden.
That's not surprising.
And then I also found an $18 lemon slicer that was marked down. So that's what I found so far at Walmart.
Specifically for lemons?
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Have we gotten so lazy as a society where we can't just take a knife to a lemon and cut it open?
That's what I was confused by.
I think about it. It was either a slicer or a juicer or both.
Okay, a juicer would make more sense at least.
Yeah, but on sale. I'm still waiting for my yearly Walmart $100 wedding ring. I still haven't found that yet.
Wait. I'm confused. How much would a Switch with Madden 26 usually go for?
I think it's a Black Friday only bundle. I haven't even seen it anywhere until today.
But Madden itself is only $70 brand new, so the Switch itself is like $420, $430.
Okay, fair.
I guess.
But why?
Hang on.
Why is a Switch worth just as much as, or almost as an Xbox Series X?
Yeah.
X.
Why?
I have no idea. I've been you guys know I've been comparing prices of the X, the S, and the Switch for probably 6 months now.
Don't get a Switch. Please don't get a Switch to play. Please don't get a Switch to play MLB The Show. You would be wasting your money. It's $400. It's $500. A Nintendo Switch 2 with Madden.
Okay, Switch 2. Okay, I was gonna say the brand new one. Okay, yeah.
Still,
even then, that's ridiculous for a handheld console. It's ridiculous.
I'm trying to find other.
I thought the Switch 2 is the one that goes with the TV.
They both
go with the TV. The Switch 2 is the new one.
That's why it's called Switch, because you can switch between handheld and TV.
Oh.
Scoop didn't know that? Scoop, you need help. This is so bad.
Yeah, I felt like I was mansplaining there when I said that.
Oh my! You didn't know.
But apparently not.
Switch 2 is the new one, and why it's called the Switch? Why the original Switch was so popular is because you could dock it to the TV and use it as a handheld.
Oh.
So imagine Scoop buying a Switch. He'd be so confused. What's this dock? What is this thing?
Brandon,
This is
after
so
bad
bad. This is the worst.
is giving up.
We need to get off.
I can't believe I woke up for this.
What the hell is a nugget ice maker?
Rob, we gotta talk about this on Monday, not now. We just got done.
Like
doing
hospitalized, you know.
tribute for Veterans Day, and it's gone now.
What is a nugget ice maker?
Yeah,
I'm
Robert.
guessing it makes ice in the shape of nuggets.
Robert, why did you ruin our nice sentimental Veterans Day send off with "Look at these Black Friday deals for useless junk"?
More.
I mean, we also got the fact that Scoop didn't know what a Switch was, so yeah. Look at this. Wait, look at this.
But we got here because of you.
Wait, okay, yes. Nut Cravings Nut Platter, $27.95 down to $22.36.
Is this really? I mean, I know I said it before, but there's no way. There's no way these are the freedoms that we enjoy in this country because of our military. Why is this the freedom we enjoy?
Yeah, Rob, stop being a communist.
God damn it!
I'm getting lightheaded right now.
Wait, really quick. Look at this nut platter. Look at this thing.
Why should I?
Look at this thing. Why is it on sale?
What?
I love how you said, "Look at this thing," and now we can't see it.
He put in the
No.
chat.
I put it in the chat. Look at this. Look at this.
Oh man.
Why is this on sale?
It's no different than those. You guys ever buy those popcorn tins for Christmas?
No.
Yeah, it's like the same thing. Scoop Jesus, buy one, but and give it to somebody so you can understand.
Yeah, I don't like popcorn.
You don't like popcorn.
I don't either.
Oh
You're
my
a movie
god!
guy. You don't like popcorn.
Scoop, I knew I liked you.
How about this? A Christmas movie night gourmet popcorn set on sale.
I'm afraid to even ask how much that is.
$21.
Oh, okay, that's not bad. For some reason,
we're gonna run out of deals by the time we get to the next show.
No,
We've
there's
devolved
more.
into
There's
anarchy.
more than I'm saying.
it's only the 13th. They're going to pop up with many more.
Oh
Yeah.
no!
Okay, I found the hairdryer that's $90. That's now $25.
You did that last year. There was one that was like that.
Yeah. So there you go.
This is the same one. They just keep marking it
All
down
right.
because we can't move it.
We need to cut off Robert's internet access now.
Real quick before we sign
They
off.
they already did it a couple of weeks ago when
I remember that.
car accident situation.
Real quick.
Okay, this is not good. This is not good.
Jesus,
Walmart's
Rob, let's Scoop go, please.
Yeah. All right, I'm getting out of here.
This is not working because now I'm getting recommended women's dresses.
Oh my
This is
god!
not good. This is not good. Walmart needs some help.
Okay. No, I think you need help. All right. Respectfully.
Peace out, everybody. Have a great rest of your day.
Wait,
Okay.
can you give me 10 seconds?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, real quick, I just want to give a happy birthday shout out to my mother. Sunday night, I'm going home for her birthday tomorrow, and she watches a lot of our shows. So I just wanted to give her a shout out. Love you, Mom.
Have a safe trip tomorrow. By the way.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Birthday,
Travels.
My first time traveling with this knucklehead. So
Oh
With
god!
Pringles. All right. Peace
good
out,
night, y'all.
everybody.
See ya.
Night, everybody.